Hi, Gemini. This is your new moon reading. This is for the new moon in Pisces. We're going to take a look at a couple of different things so that you know how to best harness the energies that the Pisces moon is bringing. New moons are all about growth and expansion, setting intentions and manifesting. And the Pisces new moon is actually about releasing. So you may be feeling as though it's time to release some things. You could have been feeling that for a while now, okay? So let's see what you need to release. Two of Swords in reverse at the bottom of your deck. Three of Pentacles reversed. The Star reversed. Six of Cups reversed. Oh my goodness, Gemini. All these cards, right? All these dramatic cards. So Devil in the reverse for what you should be reflecting on. What's coming to an end? Well, geez, I don't think any of you are crying over that, right? I feel like you're finally getting some clarity, which is interesting because it feels like this is a time where a lot of people are very deep down in their emotions and they're kind of in the murkiness of the moon. Whereas with you, you're finding balance and moving into a space of figuring out what needs to go. But it's from the standpoint of being very rational. Now, what I like about this is that things in your life that perhaps in the past you felt like you had no control over, you're realizing that you do have control over, okay? I feel like with this Devil in the reverse energy, you're really starting to see different areas of your life, whether it's with work or love, where you have been giving up your power, right? I also feel like you're looking at situations that perhaps you were trying to control the outcome and realizing that it's better to just go with the flow, to have more faith, and to kind of trust in whatever you believe in, right? To take care of it. For you, Gemini, I feel like if you've made some really drastic changes in your life lately, it's time for you to release the ideas that went with the person you were back then, okay? Because what I'm seeing is it's like with this Knight of Wands in the reverse for where you should be focusing your energy, it's almost like you've changed, but perhaps you're still doing some of the same things that you used to do before this change, right? Or you're believing some of the things you used to believe before you made this change. So like, for example, say you've lost a ton of weight, right? But in your mind, you're still always criticizing yourself for your appearance, or you're wearing clothes that don't fit you very well because now you're not the same size. You get what I'm saying? It's like you finished some major lesson in your life, but it's almost like you still are kind of operating in that old mode, which makes sense because once you leave this Devil energy, that's not something that just goes away, right? It has a lasting effect when you have an idea or a person, relationship, or job, or whatever it is that's controlling you for an extended period of time. Even if you break away from that, you're still going to have to shift the behaviors, right? So I feel like for this new moon, you're supposed to be focusing on how you want your life to look now that this Devil energy is no longer a part of your life, right? It's almost like you've changed your circumstances completely, but now it's time to reinvent the way that you move, okay? When I'm looking at the tools that you have, well, the tool you have, Gemini, is you, right? Because you have the gift of duality. You're able to see many, many sides of a situation and be able to weigh out the pros and the cons, right? This is almost like a second chance at life. So I don't know what's changed for some of you. For some of you with the Devil in the reverse, maybe you left a really toxic partner. For others of you, perhaps you got sober. You could have left a job that felt like you were always like being controlled or micromanaged. There's a freedom that you now have that it feels like you're hesitant to take. And that happens when we're bound to something for an extended period of time, right? Even when we're released, it's like we don't even leave right away because it's so hard to believe. So you have a whole new chance to do something different, right? To create a new version of yourself, to view your life in a different way. It's just a matter of taking it, right? Because with this Two of Swords in the reverse and all the cards I'm seeing here, it's literally like something that you thought you could never be free of, you're now free of, right? You got this new lease on life. And so now it's time to take advantage of that. Let me get you an oracle card. All right, Moon in Aquarius. The time is ripe for celebrating life. Make the most of parties, gatherings, and other social opportunities. So you're supposed to be celebrating, Gemini, right? With this Knight of Wands in the reverse, it feels more like you're kind of worrying about getting back out there and living your life. All right, you got bring love into the situation, New Moon in Aquarius, and a time for healing, the balsamic moon. It's time to release negativity. So you're supposed to be having more fun, and being excited. It feels like there's such a lack of excitement, but that really could come from disbelief, right? Like always thinking like, am I going to go back to this old situation? Am I going to find myself waking up and being that old person that I used to be, right? So you got set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Do not settle. So just make sure that you don't fall back into those old patterns, right? Maybe do like a clearing ritual and really cleanse out some of the negativity that it feels like is still in your energy field from this devil energy, right? There's like some residual ickiness that you might want to try to clear out. All right, Gemini, this has been your new moon reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for all of you, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.